Hey everyone, this is Wobbly Wallaby. Today I'll be covering an important topic on what is ranged or melee in Ragnarok M Classic. It is actually much more confusing than you think, and if you make a mistake, it can be costly since you're getting the wrong enchants or gear. I'll be demonstrating this with my LDCloud instance, who's my sponsor for today's video. I'm running a second Ragnarok M Classic Priest account for testing this on LDCloud. It is a pure cloud-based Android system, so you can access everything from the Play Store. Then I'm also showing this recording from my own Android phone. It's convenient because it's very smooth and allows me to have unlimited multi-instances in case I needed to have my own party for MVP hunting. It's running online 24/7, so if I need to run something AFK, I can keep it on. I can also access this from my web browser, so there's cross-platform support as well as many other features. Switching to another account is easy. I just click on the top right button. So I can continue doing what I was doing there, then switch back to my priest after. If you do decide to check them out, use the link in the description, and thanks to LDCloud for sponsoring this video. First, an important concept is what is melee versus ranged. This is the most confusing part when the character has a ranged looking attack. For example, for mechanic, Knockout Boost has a range of 7.5, so it definitely looks like it's ranged. Now if you look at Light Shield from the priest, it gives immunity to ranged attack. So let me show this in action. I'll cast Light Shield first. Then on my main account, I'm going to use Knockout Boost. You can see it shows misses and I don't lose any HP on my priest. Now if I use Cart Revolution, which has a range of 3, then I cast Light Shield again. Light Shield doesn't protect you from that, which is expected since it's melee range. So that's pretty confusing, right? Well, Trimacy explained it well for Eternal Love, which applies to Classic as well. This was his post on the Ragnarok Mobile Community unofficial Discord channel. He says, Safety Wall and Light Shield blocks depending on the skill's range, which is for physical only. Safety Wall blocks anything below 3 meters, and Light Shield blocks anything from 3 meters and above. The weapon doesn't matter. Now that's the deal for Light Shield, and the confusion is due to the ranged wording as well as what weapon is used. Now where the ranged wording is confusing is when it comes down to gear and enchants that give range attack percentage or melee attack percentage. This is determined by the weapon, and that means for my mechanic, all my damage modifiers are based on my weapon, which is a melee axe. For example, here's my setup for Knockout Boost. I'm keeping my back empty. The first Knockout Boost hits for 96,000. Next I add a quiver, which provides range attack plus 7%. The damage is the same at 96,000, which is expected since only melee damage increases damage when I'm using a melee weapon. And this leads to a question that I often get, where the range attack 4th enchant will actually work for mechanic, and it does not. That means for armor, definitely aim for morale and do not get range attack. And that's the same for weapon too. Range attack increase 4th enchant will not increase the damage either. But wait, that's not all. I'll add one last confusing thing for you, which is Ranger. Ranger is able to use both bows and a knife. Why knives? I'm not sure either, but apparently they can. But if you do use a knife, the melee damage increase will increase your damage, and ranged won't. This special case is hard to test on Classic, but on Eternal Love, we're able to verify this with melee damage increasing gear. But visually, even with a knife, you'll still appear to be doing a ranged attack, but melee stuff is actually increasing your damage. I do find it funny that an arrow is coming out of a knife. That doesn't seem normal, but this is a special case. So in the end, although things might look ranged, it isn't always considered range. The weapon makes the difference. And these are just the mechanics you need to keep in mind. The most important thing here is not to buy gear with range attack enchants, otherwise you'll be very sad. Also, as a priest, by knowing the range of the skills your attackers use against you, you can decide whether to use Light Shield or Safety Wall. Well, that's all. I hope you enjoyed this explanation of ranged and melee mechanics. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Here's a video that I recommend, and if you want more Ragnarok M Classic videos, check out this playlist over here. So in this video, whenever I switch to priest, I will be using the LD player from my phone.